Helps on mute. How are we? Because my answer is overwhelmed. Oh good, it didn't take forever to load this time. I have 30 XP. Let's go to the hobo camp. It's really quiet. I think I might have fucked with the settings on accident. An elderly man with thick eyeglasses shuffles up to you with a determined expression. Before you can react, he shoves some meat into your mouth and shouts in your ear, "Operator! Operator! Get my worthless son on the Mister, I'm not a payphone. I know what the last payphone said, and I'm not buying it. Let me talk to, my first son. I'm sorry, sir. The line is busy. Please try again later." Probably gabbling with one of those floozy girlfriends. Shovels away angrily. Yep. I fucked up the settings, that's all. We gained the effect warm hands. Oh, cold armor. It's Gus, the guy you met in the rain when you arrived in Pluckett Street. Hey, Gus. Hello there, Vera, I believe it was. That's right. Always a pleasure to have another run-in with a friendly acquaintance. Nice that the rain cleared up. It is nice. I do enjoy the rain, but I also enjoy dry clothing. So you're the kind of guy that's comfortable in any sort of weather, eh? Yeah, I do my best. Can't stop a rain cloud by crying, after all. In fact, when you get right down to it, pretty much anything that happens to a person can be considered weather of a sort. Huh, that's real philosophical. Old Gus says if you can find the pleasure in any circumstance, then you'll never be a sufferer of misfortune. Gosh. Hello there. Oh, dearie, I don't believe we've been introduced. I'm Veronica. Hi, I'm Vera. Can I offer you a cup of tea? It's homegrown, so to speak. Found tea leaves around here? Just about any leaves can be tea leaves with the right attitude. I'm fine. Thank you, though. Like your hat. Why, thank you. I grew it myself. The flowers, the whole thing. Trying to grow some socks as well, but they're much trickier. Can imagine. Hey, don't touch the telephone, royal use only. This phone isn't actually connected to anything. Don't let it hear you say that. Oh, there, you must be the Hobo King. Crown give it away, I presume. Yep. Well, you have absolutely correct. I am the Hobo King, though to foster a more familial air, I permit my subjects to call me Johnny. Nice to meet you, Johnny. I'm Vera. What can I do for you, Vera? Got a question. Where are you from? Hoboken. Of course you are. Cryography. Wow, you haven't seen one of these in ages, whatever it is. One thing these notebooks have in common is that you do not understand any of them. A building array of particularly redacted nonsense. You do not even understand the titles of these books, much less their contents. The device seems to have music coming out of it. A hobo is flipping through a worn book, occasionally stopping to check strange machine next to him and pencil some notes in the margins. Hi there. Oh, hello. You must be new here. I don't think I've seen you around before. Yeah, my name's Vera. Pleased to meet you. I'm Letters McCabe. Is there anything I can assist you with? Why do they call you Letters? I'm an expert in microcryptography, aka hobo coal. Are you familiar with it? No. What's that? The system of pictographic elements that can be written unobtrusively on walls or carved into fence posts, etc. They're traditionally used by hobos to leave messages for other hobos, to mark a house where the occupants are charitable, for instance, or to warn of a vicious guard dog, that sort of thing. Working on expanding the system for more general communication purposes. Very interesting. Is there anything I can assist you with? What's the book you're reading? This is the Hobo Code Manual. I can teach you the basics if you like. Sure, sounds useful. You spend 10 minutes or so going over the basics of Hobo Code with letters. Teaches you some of the most common glyphs. Hey, Airport. If you'd like to know more, just ask any hobos you meet. They're honor bound to assess new learners. That's the Hobo Code. Neat, thanks. Is there anything I assist you with? There's a lot of stuff in this room. Stuff? It's a little overboard of a topic for conversation. Feels free to point out any particular object you want to ask me about, though. I'm always happy to inform you. Okay. Ratty old shoe boxes. Shadows Over Loathing. It's an interesting game. I don't know how to explain it other than it's an RPG that's silly. Hey, Letters, what's in this old shoebox? Old shoes, you're welcome to them. Tried to pick up the box, but can barely lift it. Geez, what kind of shoes are these? Hand-me-down boots. Hand-me-down boots. They've been passed from hobo to hobo for generations. Probably about 50 pounds of metal reinforcement on them by now. Wow. Oops. Weighs your feet down. I'm going back to the high heels. They're funnier. What's this machine you're working on? This is an old naval radio and cryptograph from the Cola Wars. I'm trying to modify it to work with Hobo Code. Sounds hard. Yes, it wasn't designed to handle a pictographic writing system, that's for certain. But if I can get it to work, I should be very secure. Letters, what's this contraption? That's just a radio. Where are all these books? Manuals for various types of codes and ciphers. Viganier? Beaufort. Treaties on several variations of Columnar. Transportation, the classic Mormon jigsaw. German mix-up code, and so on. Interesting. There's a few books on old pictograph language in there, too. Fascinating stuff. Well, it's all Greek to me. Say, Litters, what's this purpose? What's this? Say, Letters, what's with this poster? Those are some general purpose hobo code glyphs I'm working on. There's a bunch of them that are blacked out, though. Yes, well, they're still experimental, so I decided it would be wisest to take some precautions. Huh. You got a lot of notebooks here, Letters. Yes, all of my notes on the hobo code. More notes on codes and language in general, as well as my studies on radio telemetry, telegraphy, and telephony. I think my aunt's recipe book is in there somewhere, too. Did you write all of these in code? I can't make out a single word. No, that's just my handwriting. Hey, Letters, what's this thing? That's a teletype machine that we salvage when they shut down one of the local post office branches for cutbacks. We've patched it into the local telegraph network so we can communicate with some of the other hobo communities. Between this and the naval cipher thing, this is some heavy-duty equipment you've got here. Yes, well, I'm not at liberty to discuss it in detail, you understand, but secure lines of communication are going to be quite important if Johnny's plans are going to come to fruition. Well, now I'm intrigued. Sorry, you'll have to talk to him about it yourself. Okay, then. Okay, my room is. I hate that I can't get the temperature regulation good in my bedroom, because it keeps going between too hot and too cold. Ha. Ha. Excuse me. Gus, can you teach me some hobo code? Ah, you're a student of letters and of letters. I'll never remember voices. Be glad to help. He searches his pockets for a dry piece of paper, can't find any, so he scratches some glyphs into the dirt with a stick. Thanks. Due to supply chain difficulties, the grub car is currently bring your own G. Grub? Condiments are still available to camp residents. Hey there, I'm Fira. Howdy, they call me 52 Teeth Thompson. Or just 52 for short. Huh. Is that because you have 52 Y keys on the piano? Nope. What? You know any hobo code you could teach me? Sure thing. This one here means arpeggio. These two pointy ones are crescendo and decrescendo. That's not a... Okay. This one here is a treble clef. Thanks. Wow, it's lucky that you happened to find a piano for the camp. Oh, I brought this baby with me. Oh, on foot? How? Well, it took a few trips. Okay. Well, hey there, friend. How's life treating you? Oh, I'm doing all right. Say, I never got your name. Oh, I'm Obi. Pleased to meet ya. Likewise, Obi. I'm Vera. How's the camp? Well, it's fine, but most of the fellas here got all kinds of stories about their travels, and it appears to me that maybe I ain't done enough of that. Feeling a wanderlust? Well, now, maybe I wouldn't put it quite that strong. Let's just say a wanderthirst. You want to tag along with me? My weird new job investigating spooky antiques seems to involve a fair amount of travel. Well, now, you're a pretty cool cat, and that does sound interesting. All right, I'm in. Are we heading out now, or do you want me to wait for you someplace? Now's as good a time as any. Gabby, mind waiting at Oliver's place? Okay, you have it. All right, I'm in. Let's hit it. Wow, you're really going to town on that washboard. Yep, I love the fast staccato rhythm it makes. It is pretty good. Bet someday there'll be a fancy electrical machine to do it really good. Till then, though, folks call me Washi, by the way. Hi, Washi. I'm Vera. You know any hobo code you could teach me? Sure, I know the word washboard and some words that kind of describe the sound a washboard makes, but they ain't real useful as actual words. See you around, Washi. Did I already get... Yes, I did. Can you teach me hobo code? Certainly, dear. In fact, I think I still have my notes from when I was learning it myself. Thanks. Can you teach me some Ah, yes. According to the Hobo Code, I am of course obliged to assist. But first, let me test you. Convince me of your worthiness, and I will grant you a boon. So we need the skill brag. Where are you from? Hoboken. Oh, we already knew this. Lara said you were working on some kind of secret plan. Oh, did he? He wouldn't say what it was, though. Certainly not. That information is mine alone to divulge. So, will you divulge? You're practically a stranger here. I apologize, but I cannot jeopardize operational security. Shucks. Okay. Back to town. Couple of unruly young hooligans are standing on the street corner ahead of you. They're dressed in white chef outfits, and one is practicing baseball bat swings with a large baguette, while the other coughs inside a large cloud of white flour. When they see you, they grin and move to block your path. Where'd you think you're going, cripe? The street is doughboy turf. Oh, wow, this is... Oh, we need to try out the... Ow. No! Turt, my healer! Those grenades fucked me up. You lost. The pain is not at all bone. You wait a few minutes for the wounds to scab over, covered with scabs. What does that do? Oh, we get maximum HP. Okay. We have 30 XP. We need to get Brag, which needs 15 more. Why? So all the rocks have glyphs on them. Okay. What was it? From the Municipal Census Bureau. Nobody here but me and these 4 urns. Urns? 5 urns, go away. Selling these fine leather jackets. Don't worry, buzz off. Milkman, woman, got your milk? I ain't drink that fat water, get lost. You want to sweep your fat chance, never won nothing, didn't? Hello? Didn't have no sweep? No, scram. Well, that is where the fucking 11-10-82. Okay, it sounds like we're going to be going to the post office. On your way, you are going to where you're going. You happen to notice a guy across the street. In particular, you notice that he's sitting on top of a mailbox. He knows you too and extends his hand towards you for a handshake. Call out across the traffic. Hi, you realize that I'm about 30 feet away, right? Yeah, but I can't leave the mailbox. Sometimes I regret my curious nature, but I guess I'll ask anyway. Why can't you leave the mailbox? Come on over and I'll tell you. Alright, let's go talk to him at the mailbox. Guy reaches down from his perch to shake your hand. Hi, I'm Marvin. Hi, Marvin. I'm Vera. What are you doing here? A stunt. A stunt? It doesn't seem particularly stunty. You're just sitting there. Yeah, but I've been sitting here for, he looks at his watch, 7 months, 15 days, 9 hours, and 41 minutes. Why? Why, it's a stunt. Okay, but are you protesting something or trying to attract attention to some kind of clause? No? Do you have my writing on this? Is it a bet or a contest? Nope. I feel like you don't really get the concept of the stunt. I guess not. So, say, would you mind helping me out? Sure, what's up? I've mainly been eating snackle cakes here while I've been up here, and I'm out. Can you grab some more for me? Are you serious? I'll admit, they're an acquired taste. And I guess nobody other than you wanted to acquire the taste of powdered milk mixed with sawdust with the nail still in it, because Schnackle Mills went out of business years ago. Yeah, but the shelf life on those things is incredible. It's what makes them so good for stunt rations. Got my supply from Hiram's grocery down the street. Could you pick me up some more? Cornelius? Coverage? Vera Watson? Okay. Excuse me there, my good lass. Might you have a match on your person? Nope. Well, that just won't do. What if you should have cause to set something alight in the future? Here, take one of mine. The man tips his hat to you and scurries off before you can thank him. What a strange exchange. You got an item. Single shoe. There isn't a second shoe, though. Hee. It's very funny how the shoes work. Bored-looking hobo lounges against the wall of the decrepit building. Hi there. Yeah. I'm Vera. Samuel? Looking for Hiram's groceries, is that it? No. What? Have you been standing here the whole time? I have no idea what he's saying. What are you doing here? Just waiting for what? You looking for work? Yeah, I think you're going to find any work here. Considering that this store is pretty thoroughly closed. Here. Doesn't look like another store is going to open here anytime soon. Here, maybe you can take a cab to a different store or something. Okay, time to rip open the door. The register is empty unless you know someone who accepts mouse droppings as currency. Find an old invoice from shipment from the Schnackle Mills factory, which is marked as never having arrived. The factory address is listed. Okay. Got lip balm. Increase your sleaze armor. Well, we need to go to the mail office still. On your way to wherever, you run into a cool guy wearing some cool sunglasses strutting down the avenue. Hey, babe, what's happening? Hi. I can see you dig the shades. You got good taste. What the what? You like my sunglasses? Oh, gotcha. I don't think anyone calls them shades for at least another 20 years, though. Pride myself on being on the cutting edge. Flips open his coat, showing a row of sunglasses inside. Care to buy another pair? For you, only 25 meat. Sure. That's what I like to hear. So... what do these do? These are an accessory. What was the gargoyle charm doing? Spooky arm. Let's go with the Moxie increase. I think that'll help us a lot. Bum 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 bum. Found something interesting. The cover story for that date is the sinking of the Poor Claude, a whaling vessel that operated off the coast of Ocean City. Story says that the wreck has only one survivor, Captain Augustus Dirch. Despite his best efforts to go down with the ship, he was rescued and transported to shore by a friendly Atta. Anything new? No. Just the one. But we have 40 experience, so we need 5 more. I remember there being hobo code in here. There's some hobo code. The code says grapes under here. You quickly pry up the tile, and sure enough, there are grapes. Okay. Got ourselves some floor grapes. Come across the wall with a joke scrawled on it. It's only sort of ribald. Make it more ribald. Increase the ribaldity of the joke, and in doing so, increase the ambient ribaldity of the surrounding area. Okay. Truck is laden with crates of snackle cakes, the worst snack food ever developed. The low and dark door is slightly ajar. Squirm on through. Looks like the abandoned factory has been occupied by one of the Ocean City's various gangs of street hoodlums named the Doughboys. They're hanging out here in their leather jackets and white aprons, bragging about their sourdough starters and using rude words like focaccia and son of a baroche. Whatever. Or they were until you made that huge racket getting in here. Now they're staring knives at you and also pointing knives at you. And they're bread knives, which are serrated, so you really don't want to get stabbed with one. Whoops. Huge mound of loose shower. They really bet everything on these terrible snackle cakes. Okay, time for a fight. And we're not gonna use the grenades. -3 to all stats. What the fuck? Oh, you bitch. It's only a single target. Up that bleeding. Light his shoes on fire. Because he's going to take 8, so we can focus on you instead. Why did it change my target back? Genuinely don't know why it did that. Let's light your shoes on fire. Oh, fuck it. Because I think we have to use them all up for the quest. Okay, you've got enough damage coming towards you. So let's focus on you. Go ahead and light your shoes on fire. Okay, let's try again. Yep, I have a feeling they're all gonna explode in our face. But we still win this combat, so He got an item. Clammy Dough Glob, Doughboy Loaf, and Turk got stronger, getting more HP. But now we can get Brag. So we can use that in the future. This must be the boss's office, since it's the only office. Hey, shouts one of the remaining doughboys. Get away from that door, you muffin forker. Rah, rah, rah. Let's get that bleed going again. No, Turt! Oh, fuck. Heal for HP and cure poison, cure bleeding. I love how they just put a huge band-aid on the face. It's so funny. Oof. We are getting smacked up. And not in a fun way. And swing. Okay. Let's just further light you on fire. Because now you will for sure die. Okay. Light on fire. And on fire even more. And this swing will mean you die for sure. It is sad that we lost to Obi in the fight. I mean, he's fine, but you know. Shelf is laden with bags of expired flour. You got the mana-enriched flour. You got the miscellaneous chemicals. It's an arcane oven. Do some cooking. You have the following crafting material. Fancy foods. Let's make the refined bread. Make some basic food. We made items that give you things. Okay. Leader of the Doughboys. Identifiable by the fact that he has a greasier hat and more rivets on his jacket than the other doughboys. It's not by the fact that he's in the manager's office. Doesn't know you when you enter. He appears to be focused on several large piles of wet bread dough lying on the ground around him. Weird. If you were interested in the history of the Ocean City baking industry, this shelf of receipts would be a treasure trove. The boss doughboy is not taking notice of you yet, but he's probably not so dense that you can get any closer to him before he does. What the... Who the hell are you? Hi there, I'm Vera Watson, and you are... He scowls, angrily trying to decide between yelling at you to get out or bragging about himself. I'm Ross Domans Ciabatta, the best baker in this city. Nice to meet you. Now get out! What are you doing with all of these piles of dough? Not that it's any business of yours, but I'm perfecting my recipe for bread golems. Soon I'm gonna be running this town. Oh yeah? You and what army? Me and an army of bread golems. Were you not listening? Probably shouldn't let you get away with this. You'll be lucky to get away with all your arms and legs. Rise, my minions, rise! He waves his arms wildly, and the bread dough around him congeals into large bread golems. Okay. Thank you, Church. Oh, I should have used rah, rah, rah. Obi, no! Obi! No! Alright, Dough Man. Time for you to catch fire. Know what they say about bread. Needs heat. That was a shit. Oh wow, it didn't hurt me that time. Rifle through. We got 77 meat in the Doughboy recipe. Dough Baby recipe. I can read. This recipe for one of those little Doughboy glob familiars the Doughboys have calls for 3 cups of mandarin-rich flour mixed with something called sandwich cream and baked in an arcane oven. Okay. Mysticality. What was the wax doing? Was that Slee's armor? Yeah. Let's up our mysticality, because I know we need 5 to read one of these books we have. The handgun. And we have multiple ways to increase our mysticality. Okay. Unfortunately, we only have 16 experience. Well. We'll return to Marvin, give him what he wants. Thanks a million. Here, take some meat for the cakes, and also I'll give you some sitting tips. Thanks, Marvin. See you around. Sitting expert. We got +1 Moxie. For learning how to sit well. Okay. See some super hardened sap oozing out of the wound in the Ocean Sea street cheese. Snap the sap. We got impenetrable shellac. Sure, doll. I know a glyph or two. Alright, we now have more go to Miss Brewster's because I found hobo coat there. Obi stops at the entrance to an alley and looks around. Hold on a sec, I'm hearing a familiar melody. I don't hear anything. I mean in a metaphorical sort of way. Son, I'm right on the edge of remembering. Taps one foot in thought for a moment, then his eyes brighten and he snaps his finger. Climbing up some trash bins, he pulls down a box that was wedged behind some drain pipes. Ha! What a thing to forget. Come to Papa, baby. What's that? He opens the box, revealing some smaller boxes and some tin cans. Genuine Cola War rations. Pork and beans, hardtack bread, a whole can of cola syrup, and carbonation tablets. You were in the water? Nope, I can carry a tune, but my feet are flat. Plus I got conscientious objector status on account of being a pepper. Stuff an army surplus to stash away against leaner times. You aren't planning on eating that, are you? Even in cans, it's still 10 years old at least. The beans and bread, no. The syrup, though, this stuff don't go bad. It goes good. Pulls out a church key and punches a hole in the can. Nice hiss. Takes a swig. His eyes go wide. Whoa. Now that's what I'm talking about. Okay, his HP went up by 5 for drinking cola syrup. Code says, nice lady, but she only likes salesmen. Ah, well. Not super useful to a non-hobo, but at least she got some translation practice. Okay, that was purely for the experience point. To the boardwalk we go. Side of the discarded hot dog in the gutter, you notice the rare form of lichen. Sordid grease. We also get experience. Let's go. You're not sure if the lamppost is holding up the hobo or vice versa. Hi there, I'm Vera. Oh there, pleased to meet you, Vera. I'm Dusty. What's up, Dusty? Oh, nothing much, just hanging around. I was gonna run a 3-car Monty down here on the boardwalk, but that didn't pan out. Why not? Well, there's a fella already running games down the way, and I prefer not to step on his toes. Just a matter of professional courtesy, you see? I see. Also because carnies get real scary about that kind of thing, and I ain't looking to be murdered anytime soon. Any way I can help? Well, that's real kind of you. I was thinking of looking for a different corner. Can you spare a nickel for a cup of joe to get me feet moving? Yeah, sure, here you go. Thanks, you're a real good egg. Alright then. Fortune teller's tent. You enter the dimly lit tent to see a teenage girl dressed as an old woman sitting at a velvet draped table. She points to the silent wall that says Tarot Reading 50B. Takes the meeting begins. The first card reveals the past events that led you here. She licks her tongue, grabs the top card from... this is the Vigilant Cardiologist. That's a real tarot card for sure. Implies a piece of unfinished business in your childhood home. Something about a circus, perhaps? Circus, I see. The next card is about your current situation. The Slothful Butcher. Very interesting. Really? Card suggests you're currently near water. Yes, this is true. Last card tells the future. The Tray of Diamonds. What does the Tray of Diamonds represent? Near future, I see buildings, big ones and small ones. I look forward to it. Okay. Unsurprised. Hat photography. You enter the photographer, who is busily adjusting a complicated-looking camera on a tripod, gestures to a nearby waste bucket without looking around. If it's more bills, there's my inbox. Hello? Oh, you ain't the jump at your house, fat baby? Where have you been all my life? Excuse me? That face! That's exactly the face I've been looking for. It's perfect. Thanks. I've grown rather attached to it myself. Hey, you're funny too, baby. I love ya. You're incredible. Listen, do you know who I am? Sign on your roof says Tony Fiasco, hat photographer. That's right, baby. That's exactly right. And soon I'm going to be the biggest hat photographer in the city. No, the county. No, the world. But there's something I need first. A face? Portfolio. And you know what I need before I got a portfolio? A face. Your face, baby. Well, Don't say no. Don't you dare say no, baby. Listen, it's easy. All you gotta do is stroll in here wearing a hat, and all you gotta do is take a photograph of that hat, and then we're both gonna be rich. Rich? Rich, me with my portfolio and you with 30 meat. I'm gonna pay you for every picture. Huh, well, gotta be different hats though. Gotta be a different hat every time. I can't pay you enough for the same hat twice. Got it? Yeah, so we got the fedora. Perfect, I love it. Here's your meat, baby. Spend it in good health and come back again. Okay, well, we have more hats. I think we don't, actually. I think that was the only hat we had. Nope, the cat. That coconut is a hat. Okay. Take them to Fancy Dan. I don't remember who Fancy Dan is. I wish that you could just reorganize all of this shit. Glares at you sternly. Step right up, step right up. Test your strength and your agility and your intellect. Every winner gets a prize. You there, miss, care to face the challenge of a lifetime? Only 10 meat. What's the challenge? I like to start new combatants off with something relatively easy. All you have to do is guess my age, throw a dart to pop a balloon, and drive a nail into the board with one swing of a hammer. At the same time? That's right. Care to try it? Okay. You aim the dart while winding up your arm for the hammer swing and squinting at the prosecutor. Well, you look about 38, but pop, bang, you reek of cigarette smoke, so I'm going to say 34. Nicely done. Right on the money. Here's your prize. Some fancy new beach shoes. We got crab clogs. Which... Oh, let's go. We get to walk like a crab. Piece of scrap metal. Combat item. See what's for sale? Con candy increases match XP until using our potion. Grants the combat skill tape up, which heals target for 5. Well, buy the hat and buy the book. Because if we upgrade it, it will heal us 10. Only takes 50 to upgrade. That's really good, actually. What does this do anyway? Plus 3 maximum HP? We'll probably go back to the fedora if we're being honest, but we do need a present. Yeah, because the fedora is just a better version of it because it gives more max HP while also giving muscle. We're going to the fridge factory. Notice a pile of yellowish white grit in the middle of the road. Catch a whiff of it and identify it as muscle corn. Must have fallen off a truck, then been run over by a series of different trucks. It's powerful stuff. You shouldn't let it go to waste. Carefully separate the corn from the asphalt. It's like separating wheat from chaff, but with a more modern spin on it. Powerful grit. We're gonna try the fight. Oof. our moxie. Rah, rah, rah. Let's go. This is probably going to hurt me, but it was worth a shot. And it turned out to do exactly what I wanted, so... Butt strike? Oh, with like the butt of the gun. Got it. Alright, let's get this guy bleeding then. Turch! No! My boy! Okay, let's start you on fire. And let's punch you, so you die from the bleed. And bleed you, so you take even more. Oof. 9 damage. Right, let's increase that fire. So they're gonna take enough to die now. No, they're not. Now they are. Obi! Oof. Light your shoes on fire. We're probably gonna have to keep using the bandage after that to heal ourselves. But I think we have one. Let's fucking go! We got 12 XP. Heal. Oh, because I never looked since I got the new thing. We have 58 experience. Should we hold out for the mysticality? I mean, melee weapon damage or attacks. Yeah, we'll wait. Refrigerator truck, but it's not the kind you're probably thinking of. Fish in the pool of chemicals. Let's go! You got malicious or miscellaneous chemicals, and we got a Frosty Flakes for 5 XP. Boxes of miscellaneous industrial junk. We got a refrigeration coil. Mana charging refrigerator coil. If you can't figure out anything useful to do with it, you could always just sell it. We got an 11-in-1 oil and an spray on asbestos. Hot armor to a pair of pants. Yes. Because now they give mysticality and hot armor. Increases your moxie by 1 until you use another potion. Got it. Ow, my knee, elbow. That's not my knee, that's my elbow brain. Workbench. Oh, we can make some stuff. Stiffening compound. And like that, we now have more stuff. You got another spray on Asbestos and Anarchist hardware. Okay, so you can't do it twice. Got it. Combat item does stuff. Got it. It's all there, all 44. Is there a... What? Uh-oh. General Bruce, what are you doing here? Surprise inspection. What? This was not part of the plan. What the heck? Seems a bit of a standoff between the mob guys and the other ones. The square-jawed military creep notices you and starts yelling, "Hey, you don't have clearance to be here. Who are you?" Put and tame. What's wrong with your hat? Standard is your military hat. There's nothing wrong with it. It's all spooky and, like, wrong. Stop trying to distract me. Hey, look, 10 Hut. I ordered you to kill this intruder on the double. Uh-oh. The military guy grunts and then leaves the same way he came in a horribly weird spiral of negative space. Oh, ads are starting. We shall return after... Hi. Welcome. Zabak. I don't know why I said that weird. Oh, weird Cthulhu shit is happening, by the way. As should not surprise people for a game that is Cthulhu, Eldritch Horror themed, even if it is ultimately a very silly game. It is making me kind of want to go play the other game, West of Loathing, but this is the one I started with. Because I was more drawn to horror than I was a Western. Which I'm sure doesn't surprise people who even vaguely pay attention to this stuff I do. I wonder. I need to see how much time worth of footage there is for the recap of Cassette Beasts. And either do that one's editing myself or get Airport to do it after invoice stuff. Well, I'll decide later. Anyway, we're back from the ad break. Hello? Shadows begin to gather around him, abstract, menacing shapes. They must. They might be hoping that since a lot of the American contractors or the studio people in America got fired, they might be hoping that bad publicity is enough to give them a chance. Hey, you mob guys, can I get you to give me a hand with this? Considering the newly terrified Mr. Gluck is between us and the exit, seems like we got no choice. Take on Gluck. Ow! I got hit in the face! In the fosse! Okay, are these gonna blow up in our face? No, they are not. Okay, let's take this out. One less creature in our way. Turt, no! My babby! Obi! My oboist! Rah, rah, rah. Get everybody's HP up, or stats up. It really is. It might have been old Flash game, because I think there's a game before West of Loathing, too. I'm not sure, but I think so. Because they'll die from bleeding. You have 7 HP, so let's throw a rock at you. And then fuck y'all up. Yeah, we can kill him just by... Kind of like Henry Stickman. Stickman. With the shadow creature defeated, the two mob guys brush themselves. This caper has got me all balled up. And how this whole scene is nutty as a squirrel's mistress. Come here, let's amscray. They tip their hats to you and make for the door. Investigate what's left of the guy. He mostly dissolved into a cloud of weird shadow stuff, but there are a few objects on the ground. A pocket watch, a bank pouch, and an official-looking document of some sort. Deed to the speakeasy. Take a quick look at the document. It turns out to be the Gluck guy was the owner of the speakeasy, and now you are. Maybe? Is that how deeds work? Well, what do you know? And we got 300 meat. Let's go. You don't have to leave the building to open your map, by the way. Oh, you're right. You're right, game. You got me there. You're walking down the Ocean City residential street on the way to where you're going. You hear eerie music coming from the upstairs window. Alright, we're going to Zimmer's house. This seems like a pretty normal house and a pretty nice neighborhood, but there's something odd about it. Some sort of uncomfortable energy that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Maybe it's something to do with that weird droning tone you hear coming from inside, like a pained, inhuman moan constantly rising in pitch. Maybe that's it, yeah. You knock, but hear no response, so you nose your way inside. That eerie sound is even louder in here. It seems to be coming from upstairs. Also, the owner's interior design sensibilities are a little strange. It's a day stand, chess set. The plate rack is a sentimental piece, and the statement is, I have too many plates. Or a statement piece. Full of sheet music. German. So, German music. This is set in the 1920s. So that means this is right around World War II. So German's a little... Tired-looking man is playing a cello here. What? Who are you? Why are you in my mouth? Sorry for intruding, but I heard the music, and I guess I have an intrusive nature. My name's Vera Watsa. Well, I'm Unsima. Forgive me for not stopping, but it's vital that I continue playing. What are you doing? There is a darkness beneath my house. Did you check the fuse box? No, it's probably that, then. Listen to me. I had a dream, a premonition of a dark rift appearing in my basement and growing until it swallowed the entire house. And then the neighbors, and then the world. Well, that's quite the dream. It was not just a dream. I went downstairs to check the basement, and there is indeed a rift. As for it now, is still small. Must keep playing the cello to prevent it from growing any larger. How does playing the cello help? The bass vibration reverberates downward and is focused by the circle of furniture downstairs. The resonant inhibits the rift. Huh, I don't really get it, but okay. Are you a physicist or something? No, I'm only a cellist. I cannot explain how I knew this would work. Do you mind if I have a look at this rift? Very well, I cannot blame you for wanting to see it with your own eyes. You will have to reach into my pocket and take the key to the basement for yourselves, as I require both hands to play. Well, okay. Please do not get too close to the rift. All right. Crab walk, crab walk, crab walk. Collect the mold. Well, it's your funeral, if there's any of it left in the funeral. On closer inspection, seems like less of a rift and more of a pool of thick, black, tar-like substance. Where did it come from? The only thing nearby is a shelf of old basement junk. Check the bottom shelf. Nothing except a few dusty old jam jars. There's nothing on the shelf except dust. Congrats on expressing your creativity in a way that nobody will ever know. Except for you. You'll know. Check the third shelf. The shelf has a box labeled things. It's full of little screws, rubber bands, stuff like that. It looks like when Zimmer's kitchen junk drawer got too full, he just dumps it here. Since you're alright looking for stuff for a second and find a fuse, it still looks good. Zimmer probably won't mind, or even know. It's your pocket now. Top shelf. Top shelf has old tins of varnish and a big bucket of tar. As you watch a drip of tar slowly seeks out of the hole in the bottom of the bucket and plops into the puddle below. Well, there you go. Mystery solved. Try to fish. Got a gob of tar. Bum 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 bum. Still at it? Yes. Solved it? What do you mean? There's no dark portal down there, fella. It's just a puddle of tar leaking from a bucket on the shelf. Tar? Oh my goodness, this is horrifying. I've been such a fool. Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. It was a pretty spooky coincidence after all. Well, at least I can stop playing the cello. I'm exhausted. Attaboy. Go ahead and take a breather. Everything's fine. Uh-oh, maybe convincing her to stop playing shell wasn't such a good day after all. What the fuck? Every one of these moldering books is titled Blood. A day stand has become a nightstand! The chair is frighteningly non-right side up. Oh, Jesus, that was loud. It would appear that two ghosts are playing a very spirited game of chess. Chair seems to be having a hard time remaining stationary. Oh, we can fish. This isn't tea, it's an eldritch mist. Various black sludge bubbles in the teapot. Bubbling black sludge. Moth's seen all of the contents and most of the container. Table has slipped the sturdy bounds of the floor. Shelf full of trophies for murder competitions. Chair's whispering. Sit in me. Okay. Sit in a chair for a minute, nothing bad happens. Apparently it's all bark and no bite. Just as well. The cabinet is full of sheet music. Pull out sheets titled All Albert and No Spinal makes earnest adult. Oh, geez, that sure is a dark rift in space over there, just like Zimmer was afraid of. Looks like the tar was just a coincidence, unless it was Magic Shadow Tar or something. Probably wasn't Magic Shadow Tar. Well, nuts. Alright, you find yourself in an infinite black void. Or, well, it looks like an infinite black void. But you have the uneasy feeling that your brain is only showing you an infinite black void because it doesn't want to try and process what this place actually looks like. It's a weird feeling. Thrumming spike of negative energy. The creature is built of more or less a large muscular person. If you built a large muscular person out of some kind of writhing black ooze, and/or smoke, and/or just plain raw darkness, it has a fist-sized glowing crystal embedded in his chest, about where its sternum would be, and as you draw near, you can feel its radiating invisible waves of energy, kind of like heat coming off a radiator, except one also the opposite of that, and also not at all related to that. Look, incomprehensible forces are tricky to describe, okay? The creature shambles back and forth, waving its arms in a way that almost looked like it's dancing, or praying, or maybe just absentmindedly flailing. It seems oblivious to your presence, although that will probably change very quickly if you try to interface with it. Let's say if you tried to play a glowing crystal out of his chest. Size it up. It looks weak, almost docile. You approach the shambling shadow beast, which is continuing to shamble. The crystal is clear chase sparkles. You make a quick grab for the crystal, but it's firmly lodged in the creature's chest. The creature howls and its long spindly arms flail ineffectively as you, barely cognizant of your actions, plunge your hands into murky flesh, fingers questing through lukewarm tar until they find ribs, gritting your teeth, forcing open the cage, creaking, cracking, snapping like dry branches. You grab your prize and tear it free of the muck. The creature evaporates in a sign of smoke. Crystal is both warm and cold in your hand, has a slight buzzing vibration to it. We'll take it with us. Yes, something tells you this crystal is very important, as well as being really shiny and pretty. It occurs to you that taking that weird crystal out of here might be a bad idea. On the other hand, it's yours now and you prefer to keep it. Oh, that's cool. Hi, Ernest. Hello. I have some bad news. What? What did you mean? Remember how I said everything was fine? I do remember that, yes. Are you telling me that you were incorrect? Let's just say that your house is incredibly haunted now. Ah, I should not have trusted you. We were both fools. Did the rift open? Yeah. No, what are you going to do? Don't worry, I'll think of something. Check out this neat crystal I found. What is that? Where did you get it? It's inside the wrist. It makes me uncomfortable to look at. Can I have it? No, it's mine. You found it inside my house. It was in another dimension. Another dimension inside my house. So what are we supposed to do? I imagine we were supposed to crush it. Pull a hammer out of your inventory. If you don't actually have a hammer, whatever object would be the most hammer adjacent. Give the crystal a solid thwack. It makes a sound like a baby being torn in half and bursts into glittering shards that shoot out into the darkness. Immediately you feel, well, I was going to say a massive earthquake, but since you aren't standing on ground, you wouldn't feel that. It's more of an everything quake. You should probably get out of here. You dive back through the rift just before collapse vanishes hills. Thankfully, you find yourself back in Earth Simber's basement and not some kind of horrible between-dimension purgatory. You run up the stairs and tell Ernest the good news. Hey, Ernest. Did? That's wonderful. I owe my life, and probably also my house's life. Here, take this cello. I have no further need for it, and to be quite frank with you, the thought of playing it ever again only pains me. It deals muscle... Ooh, we just got a better weapon. How am I looking on experience? I have 78. Ooh. Let's get this, because it makes our melee better. And also, we're at 4 mysticality, and by drinking this, we now have 5, which means I can go all the way down to the handgun tail and study. You commit the techniques to memory and then practice them by shooting the book to pieces with the nearest convenient handgun. Gain the perk. Okay. What's the perk do? +1 to ranged weapon attacks. Ah. What I would expect, if I'm being honest. Let's go pluck it straight. It's that one again. Okay. Hey, how are the grenade product? I threw all 6 of them, and 3 of them blew up in my face. 3 out of 6 isn't bad. I think I can still sell them. Exchange for your research, I'll give you a discount from now on. 20 million total savings across all future purchases. Here you go. Seems less like less of a discount, more like a flat reward. I just don't like doing arithmetic. Okay. Let's grab the Cola Wars stuff. Because they also count as helmets, or hats, so we can sell them. No. How do you switch to the... oh, that's how. I don't need this. Let's keep most of these, I imagine. Yeah, there's nothing worth getting rid of. physical armor, item drops. Oh, but we miss out on the sunglasses, which I've forgotten what they do. They give Moxie. Oh, well, we don't need the Moxie too badly. So the item drops, I think, is better. Found the watch. It was complicated. I'd be more surprised if you told me it was simple. Well, you know the drill. Strap it on, jump in the uncuring machine. Just uncurse the thing and get some sleep, okay? You look like you've been through the ringer. Alright. Not me, never mind. Jessica? Sure. I'll play white. Jessica moves a rook and captures one of your rooks. How do you respond? Shoot. To double a rook? You know what? Before we do that, we're gonna go to the speakeasy. Hey, it's you again. You find Oliver? Yes? I don't like the sound of that. Oliver is gone. The handoff went extremely bad. Badly? Yeah, that too. Go over the events at the fridge factory. Fancy Dan makes a variety of faces at various points in your story, because Fancy Dan is a good listener. Oliver was carrying this with him. Says that ownership of the speakeasy is automatically transferred who had physical possession of this deed. Huh, is that legal? None of this is legal. Oh, yeah. Guess you're my new boss, baby. Let's have one drink to mourn the old boss and another to celebrate the new one. Good idea. Guess we ought to change the name since, well, Oliver's place is no longer Oliver's place. Got any ideas? Well, you could just call it Vera's place. Something hip like the Purple Door. Or something incisive and avant-garde like, I don't know, Noblesse Oblige? Go with the Purple Door. To business! We make the beer in-house, so that's safe, but we're out of everything else. And based on your story, I'll say the stuff at the factory isn't safe to use. Yeah. If you find booze or mixers or garnishes, bring it back here. Any idea where to get started with that? No, but you might check the Barnaby. Barnaby? Makes the eye sort of the table. He doesn't see very well, but he's got a nose for news and a sixth sense for booze. He might know where you find what you're looking for. Found some floor grapes. Floor grapes, eh? Well, when life gives you floor grapes, make floor wine, baby. Oh. Cheers. Woo! We're a crab! Crab, 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 crab. The machine snorts the pocket watch chip into its dome and begins the strange, loud work. The pocket watch is pulled away and the ticks become kicks. And it talks cocks. Okay. And as its three hands are forcibly bent back, you swear you hear screams. And then it's dumb. The watch falls into your lap, hand set at 1802 seconds. Uncured watch's curse now resides within the machine. In your mind's eye, you see the hands of a pocket watch spin back on themselves with jittery violence. With each revolution, the face of the watch itself expands until it is larger than you, the building, and the street. Your whole world lives in the blur of the fast-running hands, which you see life go by in reverse time. Submarines turn to longships, cities to stone dwellings, cowboys to courtesans. Wait, what? You're traveling faster and faster to the beginning of time itself. There's no telling when this ride will end. With 2 salad forks. No, you lack the opposite thumbs necessary to turn a door. You're completely contained in here, unless you figure out how to open doors. What? Easy does it, baby. We're all hungry. Please help. I am a dinosaur. Yeah, baby, yeah. Can you open the door for me? Huh? What's that? Greta garbled? You check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Dinosaur. No phone number. What strangeness affects thee? Never mind, for the sun transits the horizon, and I grow ever the more to need of thy assistance, understand? Whilst you sleep under the roof, thou art my lodger, and a signature on this paperwork is by me required. When did you start talking like this? A provocative remark, madam, and by thee well made. Curious, madam, for I do not believe those doors to be locked. Well, what do I know? And thou wilt find in the telephone table thither a key to satisfy thy need. Whoa there, hoss. Well, you got all those horns and rattling. Been dipping into the nose paint again? Gabby doesn't talk like that. Sure is, partner, sure is, huh? Whoopee, peep-haw. I am the quickest draw in the West, sure enough. Can you open the door for me? Oh, I don't know. Never had a head for puzzles, Vera. That's got me right funkled. Open door, eat cat. You slap the prehistoric tummy against the wood, but it doesn't even make a dent. Maybe that's why the dinosaurs went extinct. Couldn't open doors. Regain dexterity for knocking over chairs. Eat the chessboard. Oh. Pull out the drawer. Regain dexterity. We're up to 5. What am I supposed to do? Real groovy pocket watch you got there, Vera. I like the way it tick-tick-ticks. You understand me? A lot of power in that timepiece. A lot of power. Would you make a promise to me, baby? Would you promise not to throw that power away? A lot of good can be done with the groovy power, baby. Charles doesn't call me baby. I hear you, kitty cat. What do you say, kitty cat? Will you do me a promise? Promise not to throw the groovy power in the timepiece? Sure. Groovy, kitty cat. Absolutely smashing. Shake on it, kitty cat. Okay. That means we're up to 8. 9, 10. So, we meet at last. With I looking the older man, now you are far older than I shall ever be. Oh, I never saw this room before. We are in the Alpha and the Omega, you, the beginning of time, and I, its end. Will you walk with me, dear friend, to watch the death of our world and the birth of another? Tick tock tick. Or tick tick tick. The hands of the uncurred pocket watch beat on. Boats with the current born correctly into the future. Pull the pocket watch out and now look at it. It's gained some luster. The curse is lifted, time in its rightful home, and you no longer have a tail. Which means... Okay, that is pretty good. I mean, it's definitely better than anything we were using, so... How much experience do I have? 23? Hey, Vera, before you go to bed, I need you to prove a new tenant for the storefront next door. What? Why is that up to me? Somebody's gotta do it. There's 3 applicants for the next place. Okay, what are they? The first is an applicant is Bertram's Bakery. Bert is a buddy of mine from my restaurant days. He makes a good loaf. I have to stretch. The second is... The second is Rodkin's Fine Jewelry. A jewelry store could really class up Old Pluckett Street. And the last applicant is 10 Things I Had About You. A hat store, I presume. Terrible name. Okay, I'll let him move in and get the storefront ready for applicants. Hey, is that rug from the boarding house? Miss Brewster must have had it sent to you as an additional gesture of gratitude. Or because she hates the way it looks and thinks it's cursed. Either way, score! Crap, 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 crap. Back to the dream. Your favorite pants, gone. It's Jeff, the kid who used to bully you in 3rd grade. Make amends. Hey Jeff, listen, no hard feelings, okay? I understand in retrospect that you must have had problems at home. I just wanted to know everything is okay now. Jeff swats the overdue book out of your hands. Ah, I see. Since this is just a dream version of you, you're still as much a jerk as you were in 3rd grade. Jeff suddenly punches you, knocking out all your teeth. Hey, if this was actually happening, I'd be really mad. You pick up your teeth and walk away. Scary armor guy from the refrigerator factory. Apparently he's haunting your dreams now. Excuse me, I need to get past you, I think. I need to get past you, sir. General Bruce, sir. What? I am your superior officer, and you will address me as such. I am not in whatever crazy armor you're talking about. You can tell because I'm not wearing one of those stupid weird hats you have on. Or I told your soldier, it's just a regular... Wait a minute. Points a weird little device at his hat. It starts beeping and fast. You can see the phenomenon. Do you mean how your hat's all weird? Yeah. The president is going to want to know about this. President? Why would President Coolidge care what your hat looks like in a weird dream I'm having? Don't make me laugh. I'm not talking about Clueless Cal. I'm talking about the real president. I see. That's right, soldier. You will You see well above your clearance. Next time we meet, I'm going to be fixing that. He turns away and walks off the edge of whatever this is you're standing on. The bookshelf is not behaving the way bookshelves do when you're awake. You grab a book at random and the bookcase puffs out of existence. You got chaos in its discontents. Oh my god, why am I yawning? Alarmingly, a man in an expensive suit is standing at the foot of bed. What the heck? Who are you? You can call me Don Toblerone. I represent a certain organization of, shall we say, like-minded criminals. Organized criminals? Like the mob? Wait, you're the Don of the local mob? The mob boss in my room personally? No. I am not the Don. That is merely my nomenclature. It's an abbreviation for Donald. Oh, well, that's confusing. It has been a matter of some confusication. Yes, I do have a sobriquet, but I don't care for it very much. What is it? Donny Thesaurus. I'm gonna hazard a guess that they call you because you look like long words. That is very astute of you. Of course, the institution comes as no surprise to me. My associations tell me you handled yourself well during the conflagration at the refrigerator manufactorium. I handle myself well all the time. I'm here to propose for you considering a certain proposition. Come again? Here to make you an offer. Oh, can I refuse it? Certainly, though your refusation would be, shall we say, unadvisory. What's the offer? Time to time, my colleagues and I have certain requirements, but lack the necessary manpower to achieve them. As such, junctures, we make lucravidical arrangements with certain capable individuals. Find ourselves at the moment at junctures such as the junctures I have thus ascribed. So you want me to contract work for the mob? Sure, maybe that's what I am, a mobster. Excellent decision. If you have any articulate such, so what happens now? Just sit tight, as they say. We'll call upon you telephonically. Gives you a curt nod and leaves the room through the window. Takes him 3 or 4 tries to work the hatch. Hey there, Vera. How'd you sleep? Fine, until a mob guy crawled into my bedroom window. Oh yeah, that window is pretty lousy. Anyway, the next antique I need you to find is a compass. The directions kind, not the circles kind. What? The Detectotron says it's near Crystal Dream Lake. I don't know where that is, but I bet it's too far to walk. Do you have a car I can borrow? No, I have something better than that. 2 cars? A bus pass. The stop out front in the gateway is a whole wide world of adventure. Swell, thanks. Fortunately, I couldn't get more specific reading than near the lake. Something about the place is making the instruments go all screwy. Here, take this map. This is a postcard. It has a map on the lake on it. It has a picture of the lake on it. Yeah, that's what a map is. A picture of a place. I guess I can't argue with that logic. You check the message. There's a note from Call Don T. Salutation, whom is telephoning, might I inquire? Hi Don, it's me, Vera. Are you reciprocating my massive... Yeah, what's up? There's an assignment of which I require your performance. Well, the comedic sort. I might refer to it as an undertaking. There's an antiquated distillery near Crystal Dream... God? Fuck. Crystal Dream Lake. Grandpa Joe's distillery, to be precocious. I hate this guy. It is so hard to read his fucking text. It was abandoned when prohibitioning began, albeit with its liquor manufacturing equipment intact. Group contrapositive to our own has claimed it as their territory, and wish these bloodsuckers to be evicted with extreme prejudice. So, you want me to give the bum's rush to a bunch of rival mob goons? There's no underground criminal organization that rivals our own in that vicinity. When I say bloodsuckers, it is my intentioning that you will observe is that a phraseology. What? Nosferatu, Langor, a string of Dracula, and vampires? Okay, I get it. You're telling me there are actual vampires in this part of the world. Affirmative. They've been a pain in our necks for quite an extensive period of time. Oh, I appear to have inadvertently voiced another witticism. I didn't notice. Alright, I'll take care of your vampires. I guess it isn't that much weirder than the Fishman. Where's this distillery? Don Toblerone gives you directions. Additional to that, you will be request 1, 2, 3. Kindly allow us the credit of a modicum of operational scrutiny. Respect the most unassailable combination possible. 9999. Okay. Hi, my name's Sheriff. Pleased to meet you. I'm Albert. Why aren't you wearing a hat? Have you ever heard the phrase, familiarity breeds contempt? Gotcha. Regenerate an extra AP. Ooh. Okay, but first, we gotta go to the boardwalk and present all of our hats. 9999. I didn't want to read that. Rah, rah, rah. Everybody's stats goes up. And, we beat the shit out of tentacles. Oh. That was a lot of damage. We got fucked up. Well, not quite fucked up, but... Because if Obi can win the fight, I guess we're fine. Which, hey, good job, Obi. You follow a trail of disturbed earth and cracked pavement from the place where the tentacles popped out of the ground to the place where presumably they popped in. And by presumably, I mean obviously, because that place is a house with slimy, wriggling tentacles poking out of all of its holes. You have a phrase it that way. Ignore it and keep walking. We'll go there after the boardwalk. Because he just gives us stuff for this, but we are going to be using the driving hat because 2 AP per round is going to be big. Oh, got blow my nose. Okay. I still think about the one DM I got forever ago, before I was even Mana Frey, back when I was Mother of Dread, who got mad because I would mute my mic to blow my nose. 'Cause, what the fuck? So weird. Yeah. I still think about how just fucking weird that was. Yeah. It really is. I am not a fan. That is one of the weirdest fucking things that I have ever gotten in a DM. And it's not like I haven't gotten, or it's not like I've gotten a ton of weird DMs, but still have gotten a fair share of them. Seems like the house used to be quite nice. Tall ceilings, nice wallpaper, fancy molding everywhere. Now, however, the wallpaper is peeling, the plaster is crumbling, there's a tentacle pulling out everywhere. It's a real fixer-upper. Hello? Can anyone call for a tentacle exterminator? I don't think anyone called for a tentacle exterminator, but if you don't want to do some pro bono extermination anyway, I also don't think anyone's going to stop you. Except, well, maybe the tentacles. Alright, time to find some tentacles. Oh, okay, that hurt. Okay, like, I'm guessing that I don't have the maximum AP for this hat to be good. Tentacle skin hat band. Spooky armor. 2 hat. Okay. We're going back to the fedora because the fedora seems to be the best hat so far. Oh my god, I realized that you can do this, so let's... Woohoo! My hat now gives muscle, spooky armor, and maximum HP. How am I doing on experience? 38. It really does. Well, that's because you can't wear a fedora just as a fedora. Handful of dirty water. Like, a fedora only works if you're wearing like a 3-piece suit. We got a fish in a sack. And so we got 2 fishes in sacks. We got, ooh, nasty old leftovers. We got multiple throw-in items now. You gain experience for flushing toilets. Just so people are aware. Glob of wet. Ew. We're at 53. I mean, yeah, we're gonna increase our muscle and HP. Rah, 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 because it boosts all of our team's stuff. And then we get just fuck up some tentacles. Tentacles. Oh, wet slap. Let's take out the full health one. And then it dies from a little bit of music. The door is locked. Good old Obi. We got a wire coat hanger. Oh, my toes. This cello is such a good weapon. Ow. Lurid dance. Oh. That means it undulated in a very, sus way, doesn't it? A sus way I might be interested in if we're being honest here. Anyway. It would really depend on what the slime is, though. Let's be honest. Okay then, Smart Pets, what do you think it was? A trundle bed? A throne? A hall tree? Lift chair? Tea cart? Pie safe? Bassinet? Sofa? Hope chest? Vanity. China cabinet. Writing desk. Chest. Crib. Bookcase. Game table. Break front. Gate log table. Kitchen island. Piano bench. Tansu. Hammock. Console. Folding screen. I have a feeling it's just not going to tell us. Top drawer is filled with dirty handkerchiefs. Ugh. We find jewelry box and a key in the bottom one. And inside of that we found... begin every combat shielded. Gives us mysticality. Gives us moxie. I'm gonna go with having shielded at the start of combat. Because I imagine... Oh yeah, you can look in a mirror. You got the creepy locket in an old wallet. Inside the wallet, we found money. Oh, we can get creep or spooky armor from this locket, though. Yeah, let's do that. I do want to chew the fats. Oh, his moxie increases by 1. That's good to know. Down the stairs. Jeez, it's dark down here. It really is. Holy shit. Good thing I have a fuse. The world's dirtiest broom. Muscle plus 2 fit... So it's a little bit weaker, but it does lower the muscle of enemies you hit. Is damage better than this? Let's stick with damage. Let's see. Do we want to... Yeah, let's just throw that. Lower stats. and whack! Take out as many of the minions as possible early on, because, you know, getting rid of minions is one of the better things you can do. Although we are going to put bleed on you. Okay, so shielded does exactly what I thought it would do and prevents you from taking damage once. Let's just get some fire going. Ah, my body. Here, let's fuck you up with bleed. Ow. Good thing I have tape up. Take out the tentacles. So we only have one threat left. Turret, no! Oh, you healed from that. That's bad. Looks like I will be fine to take one more hit, so let's just up that fire. It is kind of that aesthetic. I never read those, but I know what they look like. The one I read as a kid was Captain Underpants. Ads are about to run, by the way. So we will hold off from finishing the fight. But, yeah. Kind of tempted to try and reread the Captain Underpants books just because, you know, it would be nice to return to a time when things were simpler, less stressful, as it were. Well, the ads are going. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll continue chatting. Do we want to hear a cursed thought I had? Well, I wouldn't say cursed, but you know. Is the exact descriptor, but you know, cursed is a very apt descriptor. Not see any no's, so my specific thought, let me get a little bit of a warning going for peeps. Kind of want to get a new tentacle-themed phallus that's a little skinnier than the ones I have. Yes, I said a plural there. Don't worry about it. If I ever do only friends content, which I kind of want to do, but just don't have the time and space, let's just say that you would probably all learn of my collection. Although I do need to go through it, because I think some of them are a little old and might just need to be replaced. Anyway. It would take some kind of, like, sub-goal for me to reveal how many I have at the moment without doing said type of content. Ow, that's so much damage. I'm neither going to confirm nor deny. Because we're about to take a decent chunk of damage, so... They heal when they hit us, is the problem. But their status effects now are enough that they're going to die. I still want to have more than 10 HP, just in case. Because I think it... Okay, I couldn't remember if it happened before or after their turn. You won! Those tentacles have wiggled their last waggle, and the giant mutant rat probably in a better place now. Turk got more powerful! Let's go! Here's the problem. There's a hole in the bag of tentacle seeds. Some of them must have fallen on the old dirt and sprouted. Let's clean those up. We got 11 tentacle seeds. Cool. We can grow tentacles to aid us. Hey, we can fish! Am I gonna sneeze? Is it a false alarm? Mildewed jeans. Physical armor. Ooh. Because mysticality we don't really need, but physical armor and HP is pretty good. And we just used the spray on a Bestos, and now it's also got hot armor. Thanks. Crab walk, crab walk, crab walk, crab walk, crab walk. It's now just a regular house. Can we get into Zimmer's house? A thin, nervous looking man in a suit stops you. Excuse me, madam. Do you fear for the safety of dangerous cities full of hoodlums and criminal? Afraid of anything, at least of all death. Overconfidence can be a real killer, ma'am. Fortunately, I have something here to justify it. See, okay, what are you selling? He holds up a small case and opens it, displaying a section of the tiniest pistols you've ever seen. Oh, this is the Derringer seller. Derringers. With one of these up your sleeve, in your sock, or wherever you think to hide it, personal self-defense is right at your fingertips. How much? Let's grab it. I imagine it's a combat item. No, it's a weapon. Well, unfortunately, we are not a Moxie build, so I came to the wrong location. I wanted to go to this house. Say there, would you like to purchase a set of encyclopedias? No. So likely as to be certain, step a little closer, would you? No, thanks. Damn it, none of those work. We need to get in there somehow. Alright, bus stop. We're going to Crystal Dream Lake. The spooky forest. The lighthouse keeper, presumably. Excuse me, are you the lighthouse keeper? Sorry to bother you. My name is Vera Watson. Red leather, yellow leather. Red, yellow, red. Fuck. Are you okay? Oh, I ain't talked out loud in a while. I got rusty. See, lighthouse keeping a lonely job, huh? Well, it's solitary, that's for sure. I ain't mind it, though. Ain't exactly a person, people. A people person. Jesus Christ, brain. Can I do for you? What does the lighthouse keeper actually do? Well, it used to be I had to light the lamp every sundown and then douse it again at sunrise to save on fuel. Used to? When it was an oil lamp, we got hooked up to an electrical grid a couple years ago, though, so now I just leave it on all the time. What I'll have to do now is change the bulb once in a while. Sounds peaceful. Oh yeah, that it is. Nice and quiet and plenty of time on my hands. Must have a bunch of hobbies. Oh yeah, got a book and a whittling knife and plenty of middle distance to stare into. How'd you get into this line of work? Oh, my family's always been lighthouse keeper. On both sides, Mom and Pa kept lighthouses within sight of each other's. Used to wink the lights back and forth once in a while. Oh, it's kind of romantic. You know, I never did find out how I was actually born. What? Anyway, was there something you needed? Have you seen an old compass around? Directions kind or the circles kind? Directions. I got an old one I picked up in an estate sale about, 20 years ago, I reckon. I'd show it to you, but it's upstairs and the lighthouse is flooded. Flooded? Yep, filled right up to the top. Have to look through the window there and you might see a fish pass by. How did that happen? Pump broke? No, I mean, how does a lighthouse just fill with water? We aren't even below sea level here. Something to do with the tides, I reckon. This is a lake! Anyway, I need a Glaxon valve to fix the pump. There's a hardware store down the road a piece, if you mind help out. Alright. No, because we want to make the thing. Oh, okay, got it. My brain's dumb. Single book system. War and Peace, huh? That's a hefty one. Mind the work mark now. Of course. Oh, look. It's like you just started. Been reading about 5.5 years. Work mark is still in chapter 1. I just got up to the last sentence of it. I've been reading one word every day. War and Peace is almost 600,000 words long. Yeah, don't tell me how it ends. Okay. You read a few of the shorter poems. They inspire you to feats of unpredictable violence. There are some longer poems too, but they look kind of boring. You'd probably be able to appreciate them if you really made the time for it. So we got a new skill. And we can upgrade it with just 50 experience, which we have 25. Deal 3 physical damage to all allies and enemies. Hopefully the upgrade makes that a lot better, because that's pretty bad. Alright, time to go to the distillery so that we can kill the vampires. That's right. Took my brain a second. Obi stops walking and puts a hand on his ear. What's up, Obi? Shh, you hear that? I heard you go shh. Is that what you mean? Guess you ain't so musically inclined. There's some kind of weird singing off in the direction. Nothing wrong with a quick detour, I guess. Oh, God. Obi leads you off the path into the forest. After a short time, he gestures to you to be quiet, and the two of you crouch down behind a shrub and peek out of a small patch of wildflowers. Several large, brightly colored butterflies are flittering among them. That's a word, right? Flittering? Flitting? As one of the butterflies passes near your shrub, you see that instead of a weird insect body, it's a little human body. Wow, these are actual fairies, just like in the fairy tales. One of them is whistling merrily, not quite a melody. It's more like a surprisingly accurate impression of some kind of songbird. It's very pretty. Till suddenly turns into a squawk, followed by a loud and unpleasant screech, followed by a wet gurgle. The other fairies laugh, raucous piping like little giggles. One of them makes a sound that, if you had to guess, would be the sound of a squirrel would make while being tortured to death. This sets off another round of shrill laughter. After this, the fairies flutter away. As they're leaving, one of them very clearly says in a deep voice, "No, not my eye, not my eye, ah!" The others find this extra hilarious. You think we should follow them? We absolutely should not. And we're gonna follow them. Nest of twigs and sap is a fairy nest. We found a fairy knife. We're fighting fairies. Ooh, that actually hit pretty hard. Oh. There was a kamikaze enemy. We got a wooden handle and another fairy knife. Not sure what those fairy twig thumpers do with these things, since they're way too big for their tiny little fairy hands. Makes any weapon into a melee weapon, which will use muscles to... Oh. So if we find a better weapon, we can turn it into a muscle build. Oh, cool. We got a hand injury. I'm sure that ain't a bad thing. We're a muscle build. Oh my god. Ow. Uh-oh. Well, we can use this without... Oh, it hurts us as well. Ugh. Ow, my body. Alright, let's light you on fire then, you little shit. And light you on fire. And smack. Got a fairy star worm and dust are new, so let's see. Increases your spooky armor by 3 until you use another potion. Magical weapon deals mysticality plus 3 physical damage and increases their mysticality by 2. That's better than my cello because it's just physical damage. So let's grab the fairy wand, use the wooden handle, and now it is muscle. So I have it at its most powerful. Wow, this thing is horrible. Must be meant to scare humans away. And it's going to our room. Wait, seriously. You want to take this obviously evil, obviously extremely ugly statue back to your room. The room where you slept. Yeah. You're not going to be able to drag it out of here with fairies still running loose in the area. Ah, good point. But we will grab that. That will be in our room. Turt. Oh, it summoned a mushroom? Ooh. Oh, they are shooting us. Okay, Obi, let's get you some bandages on that face of yours. The gun is the bigger threat, I think, so... Take out the mushling. Oh, excuse me. Here, let's throw a rock. Probably should have attacked the other one with the rock. Either way, we did victoriously take care of them. A skull wand. Oh, it would have just been spooky damage, so... Curious, the inside is totally overgrown with sweet moss. Really warm and uncomfortably moist. But hey, we got experience for it. We're still only at... well, we can take that book and learn more. Where is the book? You concentrate on the longer poems until their beautiful, complex language is etched, echoing in your head like a brawl in a room with bad acoustics. You absentmindedly kick and punch the book until it's nothing but a pile of confetti, each tiny beast emblazoned with a beautiful single-word poem. Okay. Which means that now It's just a little stronger. It still targets everybody. What are you doing, Obi? Oh, that's not what I want to do. I wanna fight him. Twig thump. Turds! No! Oh, baby! 9. We should absolutely target one we're gonna take out. Because the less attacks that come our way, the better off we'll be. Ow! Stop stabbing! Obi, no! I was about to heal you! Let's light you on fire. Oh. I didn't pay attention. That didn't do enough damage. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Well, we went down. You lost the fight against these fairies. You might say it was unfair. You achieved the winning is better than losing, and you resolve to do better in the future. Trying again. Okay. What's the new perk? Oh, our maximum AP just went up by 1. That's really good, actually. That's what we needed for the other thing to be worth it. Ah. Rah, rah, rah. And we're gonna bandage up Obi. We are going to deal 9, so let's take you out. Obi, no! Fuck. Ah! We'll light you on fire, so you die in 2 turns. So we can focus... Well, we can use a combat item. Let's do this. Get ourselves a little tentacle friend. Alright, let's take you out. That's fine. It drew 2 attacks, so that is helpful. Well, now we're going to want to be wearing that visor because it'll give us 2 ability points. I think we're gonna get defeated again. Yeah, it looks like we're not making it. Yep, there we go. Maximum HP went up. Okay, but that one hat, the visor. No, it was the driving cap. So this means that we'll have more ability points each round. So we can really fuck them up. Turch, no. Rah, rah, rah. Let's light you on fire. Let's take you out. Obi! Oh, that's the one that blows up. I fucked up. Ah. Okay, use health. We could do it twice. Let's use this item. Get some bleeding going on them. Let's also light them on fire. That's 6. If I do this with the 8, that means they should die their next turn, which will help us a lot, hopefully. I think we're down, actually. God damn. We got angry now. Our muscles are up. Let's go. I am stubborn. Okay. Rah, rah, rah. Get everybody's stats up. Then... Exploder. No, let's get the mush tender on fire. Then let's take out the pine needler. Should have taken out the gun mother, actually, because they get 3 attacks. Up that DOT. So now it's a 5. Because the continued summoning of extra minions is really fucking us up. Obi. Twice gets HP. Fairy Gunmother. No more a threat. Deal the hot damage to take out the mushroom. They summon another one. Ow. Let's just burn you a fuck ton, because that's 10 plus 3 means you will die on your next turn. So no more of you. And let's take you out. And you can take out the mushling. So we just have this asshole left. Oh, Seribot, how much I appreciate you. Oh, you're gonna live? Or you were. Now you're on fire! And then I just hurt you, and then you die when you take your next turn. Oh, which you don't get. Got fairy dust and gun parts. Makes any weapon you wield a gun. Got it. So it does Moxie. Oh, we got the grindstone ring. Almost all of your random encounters will be fights. We've gained fairy fisticuffs from doing that. Okay, oops, not what I wanted. Which is +3 to melee weapon attacks. That seems like it was the right choice for sure. Well, since we're here, hobo camp. 2 goblins wearing shorts with suspenders and carrying, you know, those things, those marching band things. They're like an upright heart, except instead of strings, they have like meadow xylophone bars. Those things. Anyway, these goblins are carrying those and they interrupt you. Hi, hello. Hi, what's up? You are treading on the territory of the Glocklins in. Am I? I don't know what a Glocklin is. We are Glocklins. We both be in the strongest in street games at Ocean City. Sure, I guess you look pretty tough. That's true, we do it. Your xylophones are pretty cool, too. What? Xylophones? These are glockenspiels that we have. Oh, Glocklins. I get it now. So outraged over you, I think we shall do a mugging. Okay. I hope you like fire. Oh, immune to bleeding. Oops. I just wasted my... Well, I did a less effective attack there. We could just kill them. That +3 to our physical damage, or melee attacks is great. You got an item. A Glocklin brought. Glocklinhosen. 5 XP, 12 meat, and Turt grew stronger. Yay! Turt! Okay, these increase your physical armor. Which is worse than what we are currently wearing. Increases your max until you eat something else. Got it. The hobo you met at the abandoned grocery store is slouching generally staring off into space. Hi there, Samuel. How's it going? Doing fine, thanks. Were you able to find any work? That's a shame. Right, yeah. Don't let it get you down. How's the camp treating you? Yeah, it seemed nice. Everyone's real friendly. That's great. Community's real important. Oh, definitely better sitting on a bed in a street corner for a month at stretch. I don't suppose there's any chance of a punchline where you suddenly say something really elaborate and completely understandable, is there? Just checking. Do you have any hobo code to share? Sure. Fishes an old stone receipt out of his pocket and draws some very small symbols for you to squint at. Thanks. Hey there, Dusty, right? That's me. Ah, your name was Vera. Got it in one. Great. How you keeping, friend? Oh, no complaints that would make any sense to describe. Got any hobo tips to share? Oh, let us give you the lowdown on the code, eh? Sure, I can teach you a character or two. She pulls an old copy of the racing form out of her pocket, scribbles some glyphs in the margin with a pencil. Thanks. How are you liking cat? It's real. Everyone's real personable, even if most of them are a bit quirky. Figured to get in a poker game together if I could find anyone with a full deck. Ha. See you around. Okay. We already talked to Gus. We already talked to you. We already did hers. Oh yeah, we should have done that, so it gives us the warm hands. Oh, Johnny. What can I do you for? So, can you teach me some Hobo code? Ah, yes. According to Hobo Code, I am, of course, obliged to assist, but first, let me test you. Convince me of your worthiness, and I'll grant you a boon. See my tongue? I can lift a 10-pound barbell with this tongue. No language can possibly stop me. Hobo Code is an entirely written language. It isn't spoken. Did I say tongue? I meant finger. Pens fold like paper straws in my grip. That doesn't sound optimal for Ryan, but I'll take it. You have earned a boon. Great. He takes out a small notebook, writes glyphs on it, and hands it to Paige. What's this? This is the Hobo Code symbol for boon. One of my favorite jokes. I wish I got to use it more often. Thanks. But hey, our Hobo Code is improved drastically at this point. Alright, you want to talk. He will now act earlier in combat. Let's go. Anyway, to the distillery. Where we were going originally till we got distracted by fairies. Not the first time I've said that. In a thickly overgrown and essentially sunless part of the woods, you happen across two large and burly vampires. They seem pretty ticked off. They're growling, menacing, shoving each other around, and so forth. Some kind of spooky territory dispute. Maybe one of them drank a Taurus that the other was saving for a special occasion. The nature of their argument is unclear. What is clear is that these guys are very strong, and you'd be pretty sure of yourself if you plan to do something before they notice you. We're gonna fight them. Don T. Bleed. Rah, rah, rah to increase everybody's stats. Here, let's get you on fire. Let's see. This would do 11. Let's check out the vampire bat form. The art style is so silly. Okay, unsurprisingly, they heal themselves if they bite your neck. Oh, you're dead from status effects. Yeah, I'll just kill you. You won. You collect a fair payment for each vampire for beating up the other one on their behalf. Okay. We got paid by each of the vampires because we beat up each of the vampires. Ooh. We're gonna eat that. Because now... Spooky looking lady is guarding the front of the old distillery. Presumably she's a vampire. She looks spooky enough to be a vampire. Is that racist? She glares at you as you approach, her eyes flashing blood red. Be gone from the place. You have no business here. I do actually, and I'd like for you to invite me inside. What? No. Don't you have to? I thought that was one of the big vampire things, that if somebody asks you to invite them inside, you have to do it. That is nearly the opposite of true, is that it is possible for it to be. Oh, darn. Leave this place at once, or the consequences will be most dire. Oh, come on, don't be like that. What's eating you? If you do not leave, the question will be, what is eating you? And the answer will be me. That was pretty good. Yeah, you really set me up for that one. Intimidate her with your strength. Ha, you think you can beat me? My skin's so tough you'll break your teeth on my neck. You puny vampires can't even handle a little bit of sunlight. Sunlight? Oh, jeez, I completely lost track of the time. She looks up at the midday sun and her hair bursts into flame. With a screech, she turns into a bat, which is still on fire, and escapes into the hole of the side of the building. So if a vampire doesn't realize the sun is out, it doesn't affect them in this universe. Got it. Squirm through. I don't have the moxie for that. But we do have the code. It's busted trash. We got a crate of gin. We gotta take it to the speakeasy. Got it. Make some potions. Fancy potions. Let's just... some hobo code is printed on the side of the barrel. The code reads, be careful not to drop your handkerchief in this barrel. You reach in the barrel to see if anybody ignored the advice. They did. A booze-soaked handkerchief. Ah. Stench armor. Oh, hey. We need 5 stench armor to do this. There's a label on the vat that reads, Grandpa Joe's Extra Fancy Garlic Schnapps. Wow, maybe it wasn't Prohibition that put this place out of business. You crank the valve and dump about 12 gallons of pure distilled garlic juice on the floor. Wow, even with stench protection, it's a nasal experience you won't soon forget. The vampires completely flip their collective shinola. Some of them turn into bats and fight each other to be the first out of the hole in the wall. Some turn into mist and shoot out of the cracks in the ceiling. And some just run out of the front door. After that, you hear several screams as they realize it's still daytime outside. That should satisfy Don Toblerone and his boss. Hopefully they won't mind the smell. Unfriendly vat, do not use. Yeah, but still... Drum is almost certainly empty. Bang on it. Hollows. You gotta crate a rum. Oh, fuck. Where's Jazz when you need him? Better meat drops. Better item drops. Yeah. Table stream of miscellaneous vampire stuff. We got boots and wine. Increases your moxie. Makes you float like a spooky vampire. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's go. I love these shoes. Whee! I am easily entertained for people who don't already know that. I think we're gonna want the spooky armor. Yeah. Let's go. I might end stream soon. After a short hike, you find a small hardware store nestled in the sparse woods surrounding the lake. It's a very model of a down-home country hardware store, except it doesn't have any old-timers sitting on front, chewing the fat. Maybe it's a day off, or maybe they ran out of fat. Oh hey, look, hobo code. Code reads, "Nice man, ask him for candy." Neat. You're the proprietor, I presume? Aha, welcome to Valley Hardware, best hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley. Why is that? Because it's the only hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley. Aha! It's been a long time since I got to use that joke. Don't get many new customers, or new jokes. Ask for candy. Why, sure, here you go. Pulls a piece of hard candy out of a jar under the counter and hands to you. Thanks. Ask about a valve. I need a pump valve for the lighthouse keeper. Oh, sure. What do you need? Snackton. Never mind. I'm gonna have to figure that one out a little bit later by going. Let's see. Add 3H. Ooh, buy that. Yeah, we should have the fuses just in case, and the matches. Add physical armor to a pair of pants. Let's go. Add bonus damage to a weapon. People hear you coming. Nah. I wonder. I'm gonna check achievements real quick. So the sound's gonna stop while I do that, but... Is there an achievement for buying out all of the stores? Gas can all the way. Dawn T's assignments. Jessica chess. Maximize morale in the maze. Cigarette life. Reading. Dun 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 dun. Have you saved the universe? Adam save, Barker save, Alphone. There doesn't seem to be that. Oh god, there's a lot of things going on with Discord. Real quick, let me check that. Okay, nothing major. Got it. My Discord just went off for a bit. Okay, well, now we have to go to the lighthouse and figure out what the fuck we need. Specifically, because I have no idea. Someone has set up a little lakeside refreshment stand here, although from its abandoned state, it doesn't look like there's been much refreshing going on in a while. Also, depending on when you get the random encounter, it might not be particularly near the lake. Maybe that's why. There's a meat-operated red cola cooler here, though. Seems to be working on. Check the meat return slot. Hey, the meat return has 5 in it. Lucky break. And then we buy the soda. So we now have red cola. Okay, but we now need to figure out what kind of valve we need. Funky pump contraption. Okay, well, let's go talk to... what kind of valve was it you needed? A Glaxon valve. I'm just gonna write this down because I'm not trusting my brain. Okay. We need... It's a Glaxton. Valve. Brand and type. Wow, I spelled type wrong. I switched the P and the E. I really like the soundtrack. Oh, well, we gotta check out a mushroom cave. Ah, the huge writhing mask of fungus must be the reason that they call this place the Mushroom Mountain. Let's fight some mushrooms. Let's bleed you. Rah, rah, rah. Gets everyone's stats up. Then start some fire. Oh. And we'll take you out first because I can. You get your build going right, and then you can just kind of steamroll everything you fight. Got a mushroom spear and a steak. Increases the muscle by 1. Your maximum... Ooh. Muscle plus physical damage. Okay. Not being able to... You know what? Well, we're good. Oh, is this just like a perpetual fight that we can do then? Let's just light you on fire twice. So you die on your turn. And we do more than enough to take out you in one go. Okay, it's just like a perpetual fight. Okay. Squirrel chatters angrily at you from a nearby hollow tree, presumably trying to scare you away from its stash. A real tactical mistake on its part, since now you know where its stash is. Scampers away as you peer into the hole. You find not just the expected nuts, but also several wallets. Huh, has the squirrel been mugging hikers? Maybe you should get out of here before it comes back with a knife. Okay. I never figured out what that candy does. Real quick. Increases physical armor. Cosmetic wine. Okay, about the valve. It is a... Is it... Glaxton? Glaxton valve? Well, shucks. They stopped making those things nearly a decade ago. Guess there's a slight chance there's still one in the back room. Ain't been back there since termites got in the territory. Or maybe after it got flooded. Anyway, it's a real biblical style of disaster back there. Yeah, I'll unlock the door for you. You can go take a look around. If you find Glaxton valve in the mess, you're welcome to. Thanks. Oh, well, there's a door. You step through the hole in the door and immediately feel a sickening lurch in your stomach and a burst of, this was a bad idea in your mind. Like when you hit that first drop on a traveling carnival's rusty and hastily assembled roller coaster. After a moment, when the feeling has subsided enough, you open your eyes and look around. Looks like you're still in the same place you were, except someone came in and cleaned everything up while you weren't looking. Huh. Stacks. It's a workbench. There's a 1917 calendar on the wall by the desk. It looks brand new. As you leave the storeroom, the shopkeeper spins around and both stare at each other in surprise. You because the shopkeeper looks quite a bit younger than he did when you went in there, and him because, hey now, what in the heck are you doing in my back room, and how'd you get back there without me seeing you? I'm a termite inspector? I didn't call for a termite inspector. No, I do surprise inspections, so the termites won't find out in advance. Well, how'd you get past me? I'm very good at my job. Oh, well, I didn't expect you found any termites. I make my own custom pesticide. Yes, it seems to be pretty effective. Might have to go back in there for a follow-up check later, though. That's fine, I suppose. Just don't move stuff around too much. I like to keep it tidy back there. Welcome to Valley Hardware. Best hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley. Why is that? Oh, well, shucks, nobody's ever asked me to justify that claim before. Is it because it's the only hardware store in the valley? Ah, that's a good one. I'll have to remember that. I'm sure you will. What can I do for you? I'd like to buy one of those new Glaxton valves. Ah, sorry, government's fellows brought my entire stock. What? I up for the big dam they're building. I could order you one, though. How long would it take? 6 to 8 weeks. Would you mind holding on to it for me if I'm not back right away? Oh, sure, that's not a problem. How long you figure? 11 years? What? Nah, forget how I said that's not a problem. Well, nuts. Listen, I can tell you what. They bought a heap more Glaxton valves than what they're going to need for that dam. If you go up to the worksite, you might be able to form in to sell you one of them spares. Southeast end of the valley. You got a map? Well, I have a postcard. Crystal Dream Lake. Never heard of that. But it's got a little picture of the dam on it there. See? That's the same place to reload. Ask about outhouse rentals. Renting out houses? I mean, you're renting out outhouses? Yeah. At least I was. Now that indoor plumbing's starting to get popular, there's no market for them anymore. Just got the one left. And after that, I'm calling it quits and putting new ones up. Can I rent the last one? Yeah, sure. It'll be $200 a meet up front for the installation, and half as much each month afterwards for maintenance. What maintenance do you do? I dump some powdered lime down the hole, clean out the ventilation pipes, and check the splinters. And once the pit starts to get full, I move the outhouse over a couple yards and dig a new one for you. Plus, you get a free subscription to the local newspaper. Alright, where do you want me to put it? A cave full of mushrooms. Mushroom cave? That's an odd choice. Nobody goes mushroom picking there anymore on account of the monsters. Monsters? Yeah, well, that's the rumor. You ask me, someone just ate the wrong kind of mushrooms and got a bad case of the gibbous. Anyway. Oh, the ads are going. I'm just gonna play through them. It's too late anyway. Anyway, I'll get the pit dug tomorrow and have that house finished the day after. What else can I do for you? What do you have for sale? Comfy hat lining. Man. Bum, bum, bum. But now I can go to the dam. Well, let's go to the cave because there's now an outhouse and I'm curious. 2 things which are hard to describe, but let's say they're more or less like smoking holes in space through which you can see the faint light of distant and dying stars float up to you with an air of menace. The 2 orbs squint at you, and General Bruce's voice echoes inside your head in a way that makes your eardrums itch. There you are, maggot. I had a hunch you'd be showing your ugly mug around here. Was that last skimmage not enough for you, warning for you? The skirmish you ran away from? That was a tactical What happened to the rest of you? Did your hat eat you? No, idiot. I'm speaking to you through secure communication channels. You listen to me and you better listen good. Keep your nose out of my business. I'm just trying to find my uncle. How about you keep your nose out of my business? How dare you take that tone with an officer? Drop and give me 50, maggot. I'll give you 50, all right. I just did the push-ups. Yeah, that's what I say. Those are pretty good push-ups. I got them at 50. So there. How do you like them apples? I've had about enough of your lip, kid. Next time I see you, it's war. There's an achievement for beating this game without beating or without fighting people. Okay, we can enter the mushroom cave. Oh, we don't get Obi? Well, that's uncool. Gonna light this mushroom on fire. I like how I stick out my tongue, as if you can actually tell I'm sticking out my tongue. Well. We'll just light this one on fire as well, but twice. And then we'll kill the other mushroom by smacking it with our wand. Taught those mushrooms a lesson you're not certain they can ever actually have the capacity to remember or forget. Makes sense. Okay, the fairy thing now does bonus damage. Okay. Massacre. Oof. Rah, rah, rah. Ew. Here, let's just light you on fire twice. We actually need to, like, fuck you up fast. Because you apparently spawn enemies and... we don't want that. That's how you lose. Bump. Oh, Turch, no. My boy. Okay, let's... just get rid of you. Oof. Oh, we're dead. That poison's gonna... Oh, no. No, it's not. Here, let's take you out. Okay. You gain the effect Aloof. +1 Moxie. Okay. Well, now we know that we need to take out the big spawner fast. So let's do a little bit of fire off the bat. Then hit him hard. Because they won't survive their next turn. Because they'll have 4 fire. So we don't have to worry about them again. Then we take out the one that keeps throwing rocks at us. Okay. And if I'm right, the amount of fire I'm using should make them die on their turn. No, they'll have 1 hit point left. Which means that they get 1 turn, and then they're not a threat anymore. Turt, my beloved. We'll just super light this one on fire. And take out the mushling. And we'll up that fire even more. So it's at 13, so I can focus fire on the other one. With my regular attack. And victory is ours. And we gained a mushroom cap, which increases mysticality. So, yeah, no. Turt! I hate the sounds the most. Rah, 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 get everybody's stats up. Light this thing on fire so it dies relatively quickly. And, fuck you. Oh, I should have actually lit that one on fire. No, never mind. My plan would have been about the same outcome. Oh. Here, let's super fire you. Take you out so no more little extra guys show up. Goodbye, Turt. Okay, bandage up. Twice. Then let's take you out. One less enemy seems like the better choice. Ugh. Oh, we go down. Damn it. Contemplative. Mysticality went up. Okay. Dills. Because now they give more defense, so that mixed with everything else should help. Okay. We still need to take you out as soon as possible. Rah, rah, rah. Get those stats up. Let's light you on fire and hope that means we actually can kill you before you summon other things. Because it depends on if their ability to increase everybody's, well, all of their HP happens before or after. Okay. Goodbye, turrets. We will find you after battle. But I do think that that means that mushroom dies on its next turn, yeah. So let's get you on fire a lot so that you only get one more attack. And let's take you out. Okay. You'll die from fire. And you'll die from fire as well, because I'm lighting you on extra fire. So then I will smack you, which brings you down to 1 HP. So... oof. We'll bandage up, and we'll throw a rock at you. And we'll hit you with magic attack that uses physical because of items we got. Do that. Do fire, because we have to kill that mushroom. Okay. Fire, because it has so much health that we probably are not taking out with our attack, but the fire will do the job for us afterwards. Got more experience. How much experience do I have? 72. Okay. Based on the natural appearance of the aura, you say that this is a source of the bad mushroom magic. Destroy it. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. I'll travel to the dam, and then I think I'm going to end stream. You see a familiar-looking person heading towards you on the path. As they get closer, you realize that the reason she looks so familiar is because she looks exactly like you. Greet her. Hi, are you a clone, or is this a time paradox, or what? Turns out it's a time paradox, I guess. Wow, crazy. I agree. High five! The two of you, literally speaking, exchange a friendly high five. Kiss her goodbye. No tongue, though, huh? Yeah, we wouldn't want to make this weird or anything. Wink. Now get back looking for a second one. I'd make out with myself. I'd do more than make out with myself if we're being honest, but... I mean, it goes back to my usual statement of you could really say that you have a lot of self-confidence if you would go, I'd fuck me. If you'd fuck yourself, I think you have a lot of self-confidence. You know? Is it a little cursed? Maybe. I don't see anybody I think we should raid, so I'm just gonna end stream.